Hey everybody, this is Dr. Grimmett from Forge Physio. Today we're going to go over what we call a quadruped breathing drill. So I'm going to go from the side here, and then quadruped is just essentially hands and knees. A lot of you may also know this as like a child's pose position. What we're doing is we're just trying to position our spine and a little bit of rounding with some pressure through our elbows, and then we're going to work on breathing into our upper back, and we're trying to get as much rib motion as we can with this breathing drill. So if it bothers you to sit into this rocked back position where my heels are on my butt and I'm down, elbows under my shoulders, you can come out of that a little bit. Maybe you have some knee mobility issues or something like that. So being in this position would be essentially a regressed position. And then rotation in the shoulder joint. So some of you have pretty limited shoulder mobility. So bringing it to where your wrist is in a straight line with your elbow may bother you. It's okay if your hands are in a little bit. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into this position. I am not going to drive my chest as far away from the floor as possible, but I do want a little bit of pressure in my elbows. And then I want my head to be in somewhat of a neutral position. So I don't want to be all the way down, and I don't want to be looking up. And simply, I'm going to breathe in through my nose as deep as I can. And then I can either exhale through my nose or exhale through my mouth. And you'll notice that as you inhale, typically you'll see people's upper back rise a little bit. And I want you to think about taking the space between your shoulder blades and filling them full as much air as possible. And then if you're able to rock back into that child's pose position, I want my elbows to be under my shoulders. I want my palms to be up. And then I'm just going to get a little bit of pressure through my elbows. And then I'm going to breathe in through my nose. And then exhale through my mouth. A lot of people will get cramping in their upper back as they're exhaling, as they're inhaling, because of the motion that's happening in the upper back. So if that's you, don't force the inhalation. Do what you can without creating that cramping, because we're not trying to like maximally fill our lungs full of air. We're just gonna start with a nice gentle breathing pattern. And as that motion improves, you'll be able to get a deeper and deeper breath without having that cramping sensation.